Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Steven. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this beautiful appointment booking website using the Divi theme. You can see here, this is the website that we're going to be creating today. If you scroll down over here, you can see what the website looks like. Over here at the bottom, we have a beautiful custom footer right here, as you can see. If you scroll all the way to the top, you can see that we also have a custom Divi header right here. This header is also sticky as well. When you start scrolling down, you can see that the header will stick to the top, and we have the book appointment button right here, and we also have the book appointment button right here as well. And we added a little bit of animation on this header. You can also see that this header is pretty responsive as well. So let's go to the mobile view right here. So here on the mobile view, you can see that the header is also responsive. If you click on the hamburger icon right here, this is what the header is going to look like. And then if you scroll all the way down, you can see that the footer is also responsive as well. So right here, we have more than 22 pages. Right here, we have the homepage number 2. So this is what the homepage number 2 is going to look like. And then we also have all these pages right here. We have a custom 404 page. You can see what your 404 page is going to look like. We also have a custom pricing page. We have the appointment page. So this appointment page was actually created using the default Divi contact form. So if you're looking for something basic for appointment booking, you can go ahead and use this appointment booking form that we created here for you. You can see all the other pages that we have here. We also have a custom blog page as well. You can see the custom blog page that we have with some kind of hover animation right here. And then we also have a custom contact page right here as well. I'm not going to go through all the pages that we have on this website. I will leave the link to the demo site in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out yourself. So like I said earlier, this appointment page is just for basic booking if that is something that you want. But for this video, I'm going to be using the Amelia booking plugin because that is going to give us like more advanced customization and also more options for payment. So let me show you an example of the booking plugin that we're going to be using today. So this is another demo website that I have. I'll use this website to show you exactly how the plugin works. So this is what your customer is going to see once you set up the plugin. They're going to be able to book an appointment right here, and they're also going to be able to make a payment. So from here, let's say your customer wants to book the physiotherapy that we have here. They select that, and then they can select employee. So here we have Dr. David, and we also have myself. So I'm going to select myself, and then the location, we have one location, we select that, and then we go to continue button right here, and then we can click on the continue button right here. And then here you can see that we have this offer right here, and the reason why we have the offer is because I created a package on this sample website. So this package is actually offering you two services at the same time. So we have the physio and we also have the massage therapy. So if you get these two services together, instead of paying the full price, you'll be saving 20% off both services, right? So if your customer wants to go with this offer, they can go ahead and select it. And then if they don't want the offer, maybe they just want the physiotherapy, they don't want the massage therapy, they can go ahead and select this button right here to skip the offer, right? So let me go ahead and select this button. And then this is going to bring us to this page. If your customer is coming with somebody here, they're going to select how many people they're coming with. Let's say one, for example. We're going to go ahead and select one. And then we have some other extra services that we offer. Maybe you also want a foot massage if you're doing like physiotherapy or something. Maybe you want a foot massage or something. If you want that, you can go ahead and select one here. If not, you can go ahead and click on continue. For now, I will select one right here and then click on continue. So this is going to show all the available dates that we have. So let me go ahead and select this date and select the time that we have available here. Let me select this time and click on continue. And then from here, your customer can go ahead and fill in their personal information. So let me go ahead and fill that with random information right here. And then here we can select this option yes or no, and then go ahead and click on continue. So right here is the summary of the appointment that we are trying to book. You can see the total amount, you can see the paying now amount, and then you can see the pay later amount. So this means your customer is able to pay a deposit right now, 50% deposit, and then they can pay the remaining 50% when they come for the actual appointment. And this is an option that you can set up inside the Amelia booking plugin. So let's scroll down here. You can see here that your customer will also have the option to pay the full amount right now if they want. So instead of paying the 50% later, they can go ahead and pay the full amount, and that will automatically change the pay later amount to $0 right here. and then they will be able to pay $250 right now. And then if you uncheck this, and this is all the payment method that we have right now. So if you want your customers to be able to make the deposit online, that means you will have to turn off this on-site payment option. So on-site payment option basically means that the customer is going to make the payment once they get to the appointment location. So if you don't want them to do that, you will have to turn this off inside the Amelia booking plugin. For now, I added it here so I can use it to show you guys an example. And then if your customer prefer to pay with Stripe, they can go ahead and put in their card information right here and then go ahead and click on make a payment. For now, I'm just going to select the on-site option right here and then click on continue. And that's pretty much it. Your customer is going to get all the appointment information right here. And then they will be able to add that to any of these calendars right here. If they use any of these calendars right here, they can go ahead and click on it and add it to their calendar. So what they need to do now is to go ahead and click on finish. So that's pretty much it. Let me go ahead and show you the employee login. So this will be the employee login for the service provider. This is where you can go ahead and log in and see all the appointments, and you can also manage all the appointments from here. So let me go ahead and log in right here. So I've gone ahead and log in here as an employee. You can see here that I have 2 appointments right here. I can also book a new appointment from here. Maybe your customer called you and they want you to book an appointment on their behalf, and then you can book the appointment right inside here. So for now, you can see the 2 appointments that we have right here is currently approved. We click on the pencil icon right here and go ahead and make some changes to the appointment from here. And then over here, if you want to notify the customer that you made some changes to the appointment, you can go ahead and check this box and then click on save, and this is going to automatically notify the customer that you've made some changes. Maybe you change this from approved to pending, or maybe you change this to cancel or rejected or something. So all these options right here, they mean different things, right? So this is approved, this is pending, and this is cancelled. So something like that. For now, I'm going to leave this on approve, and then over here I'm going to uncheck this box and click on save changes. So this is what the employee dashboard is going to look like. And then over here we have the customer login. So this is what the customer login is going to look like. This is a custom customer login page that I created. So your customer can come in here and log in, and then they can see the appointment, and they can also be able to manage the appointment from here. So let me go ahead and log in here and show you what this one looks like as well. Okay, so I've gone ahead and log in here as a customer. You can see that I have 1 appointment right here that I booked. The only option that I really have right here is to go ahead and modify this appointment. I can click on it and then I can cancel the appointment from here, or I can also click on book appointment from here. So from here, I believe your customer will have the option to reschedule the appointment as well if they have a single service appointment. The reason why the option is not showing right here is because right now we have a package. So we have this package right here as the appointment. So that's why it's showing like this. But if they have a single appointment, they will be able to see a button like this that will say reschedule instead of cancel or book now. So that way they will be able to reschedule the appointment or change the date of the appointment. And then once you do that, the service provider will automatically receive an email about the reschedule or the canceled appointment or something like that. So this is what the customer dashboard is going to look like. So let me go ahead and show you the back end of the Amelia booking plugin. So this is what your dashboard is going to look like. You can see all the stats right here. You can see everything. You scroll down, you can see everything happening on your website with your booking and all that stuff. So this is a pretty nice looking dashboard. And then if we click on the calendar, this is where you're going to see your calendar. You're going to see everything happening right here. Then you can select by month, week, day, list, and timeline as well. And then over here, you're going to see the list of employees. You're going to see all your employees right here. And then if we scroll down here and click on the appointments, this is where you're going to see all the appointments right here. And then we have the notification. This is where you can customize all the notifications for customer, for employee, and you can also customize SMS notification and also WhatsApp notification as well. So this one is email notification. That's what we're going to be using today. And then we have the custom fields. You can create custom field for your booking form. If you go back here to booking, so this is exactly where the custom form is going to show. So I added these 2 forms right here. I added this one and I also added this one as well. So this is where you're going to customize that. You can see here So that's pretty much what you can do with the custom form. And then the last thing we have right here is the settings. So this is where you're going to do all the settings, which I'm going to cover in the actual tutorial. So this is just to show you what we're going to be covering in the video. As you can see, it's going to be a long video. So if you're interested, go ahead and grab your coffee or whatever it is that you drink, and then we can go ahead and get started. So to create a beautiful website like this, obviously the first thing you're going to need is to get a domain and hosting. So if you already have your domain and hosting, that is great. You can go ahead and skip this part and jump to the section where we can actually start creating this beautiful website. So if you don't have your domain and hosting yet, you can go ahead and go to wplifestyle/namehero. So wplifestyle/namehero and click enter. I will also leave the link in the description box below. You can just click on it and it will bring you to this page right here. So this page right here is namehero.com. So namehero is one of my favorite web hosting providers. I've been using namehero for a very long time and I've been using it for pretty much all my clients at this point. So the reason why I like namehero is because their web hosting is super fast and also reliable, and then at the same time very affordable. You can see here that you can get your web hosting for $2.69 per month. This is very affordable if you compare it with other web hosting providers that is not even as good as namehero. So namehero is my go-to web hosting provider whenever I need a web hosting service for me or my client or anybody. That's why I recommend them on my channel. So once you're ready to get started, all you need to do is to click on this button, get started now, and then this will bring you to their pricing section right here. You can see here that they have 4 different plans. The first one here is the starter cloud, the plus cloud, the turbo cloud, and the business cloud. You can see here the main difference here is the number of websites that you get and the number of RAM that you get. So if you're planning on creating more than one website, I recommend going with the turbo cloud, or you can just go with the plus cloud. The reason why I recommend the turbo cloud is because here in the turbo cloud you also get access to the NVMe storage. So this is a different type of storage that is faster than SSD. SSD is already fast, and then the NVMe storage is even faster. So if you want to get access to a faster storage, you might consider going with this plan right here. And then under this plan as well, you also get access to their security plugin, which is also free, and you also get access to their premium SSL certificate for e-commerce. So this is actually good because you need SSL certificate to be able to accept payment on your e-commerce website. You do get a free SSL certificate here, but it's not a premium one. But here they're giving you access to a premium SSL certificate for free. So there's a lot of values in this plan right here. So I will recommend going with this plan. So once you've decided the plan that you want to go with, just go ahead and click on order now. So from here you can choose your domain name. So your domain name is basically your website name.com. For example, namehero domain name is namehero.com, and then my website domain name is wplifestyle.com. So your own website domain name might be your name.com or maybe your business name.com. So go ahead and figure out what your domain name is going to be, and then you can come here and type in that domain name and see if it's available. So sometimes when you search for a domain name, it's not going to be available because someone else is already using it. In that case, you have to try another domain name. For example, if you type namehero.com, it's not going to be available because namehero is already using it. So then you can try a different domain name, or you can try a different extension. Maybe .com is not available. Maybe you can try .net, .us, or you can use other local extensions. They have a lot of extensions here. You can use any of these extensions. If the one you're looking for is not available in .com, you can use another extension to get that particular domain name. So let me go ahead and try wpl2022.com. So this basically means wplifestyle2022.com. Let's see if this is available. So you can see that our domain name is available, right? You also get this domain name for free, right? You can see here that you get this for free for 1 year, and then after 1 year you pay $13.98 USD every year for this domain. So we'll go ahead and click on continue. So from here you can go ahead and choose your billing cycle. If you want to get billed every year, you can choose this one. If you want to get billed every 2 years, you can go with this. If you want to get billed every 3 years, then you can go with this one. So basically the higher you go, the higher discount you get. You can see here for 1 year you get 16% discount, and then for 2 years you get 23% discount, and then for 3 years you get 33% discount, and then if you want to go for 1 month you don't get any discount. So I recommend going for at least 1 year. So go ahead and choose the billing cycle that works best for you, but for this tutorial I'm going to go with the 1 month because I'm just showing you guys how you can do this step by step. So I don't really need another hosting account. account. And then here you can see that they are trying to upsell some stuff to us, but we don't really need any of this, so go ahead and ignore all of this. The only thing that you need here is this SSL certificate, because you do need this to accept payments on your website. So once you have this selected, go ahead and click on continue. And then over here we have upsells again. The only thing you need here is the IP protection, so make sure that you have IP protection selected, so that way your personal information and your email address will be protected from the public, so that the public is not going to have access to your information. If you don't have this selected, you will see that after you register for your domain and hosting, in the next 1 hour or 30 minutes, you'll start getting spam emails, people offering you different services like web hosting, web design, SEO services, just different marketing services that you don't want to deal with. And you're going to start getting hundreds and hundreds of them, and you don't want to deal with that. So go ahead and save yourself the stress to make sure you don't get any spam emails from random people. So once you select that, go ahead and click on continue. So once you're on this page, this is your checkout page. You can review your order and see if there's anything that you want to change. Maybe you change your mind, you want to change your billing cycle, you can go ahead and click on this edit icon here to change the billing cycle. Also, another thing to keep in mind here is that to get the domain registration for free, you need to choose a billing cycle that is at least higher than 2 years. So because I have 1 month here, they're going to charge me for the domain registration, which is going to be $19.96. That's what they're going to charge me to register this domain. So once you review this, you can scroll down and go over here and fill in your personal information. If you already have an account, you can go ahead and log into your account here, which is what I'm going to do because I already have a Name Hero account, so I'm not going to create another one. But for now, let me show you guys how you can do this. So click on create a new account, and then from here, fill in your personal information. You know how to do this. This is very simple to do. And then the most important one is to scroll down here and make sure that over here that you put in your support pin. And this pin, guys, make sure that you remember this pin. This is the pin that you're going to need to access support on your web hosting. So every time you request a support, they're going to ask for this pin just to make sure that it's you that is requesting for the support. So make sure that you keep this pin safe. And then here, make sure that you choose a strong password. Don't use your name as the password or use your phone number or stuff like that. So make sure you choose a strong password. And then over here, if you want to use a different information for your domain registration information, you can click here and add new information, and you're going to fill this form again. If not, you can use the default one that you already filled up here. So once you do that, you scroll down here and select the payment method that you want to use to make your payment. You can use PayPal, and you can also use Coinbase. Oh, they have cryptocurrency, that's nice. And then here you can also use credit card as well. So go ahead and choose the payment method that you want to use. And then over here, if you want to receive emails from them, you can leave this toggle on. If not, you can disable this like this. And then over here, make sure that you read the terms of service. Once you finish reading that, you can come back here and check this box, and then go ahead and click on checkout. So I'm using PayPal to check out. So depending on the type of payment method that you choose, you're going to see a different screen. So I'm going to skip this step and go ahead and make the payment. So once you make the payment, go ahead and click on return to Name Hero, and that will bring you to this page right here, and you can see your order confirmation right here. Go ahead and click on continue to client area, and from here you can see that we have one hosting account and one domain. All you need to do is to click on my cloud, and this is going to show you the cloud accounts that you have. For you, you're going to have one. This is one that I just purchased now, so go ahead and click on it, and that will bring you to this page. All you need to do from here is to log into your cPanel. Click on log into cPanel to log in. Okay, so once you're on this page, all you need to do is to search for WordPress here, or you can just scroll down to software. Once you get to software section, you can see manage WordPress. Click on it. From here, click install, and then from here, choose your installation URL. Go ahead and change this to HTTPS because we need this for SSL certificate to work on our website. And then here you can choose the domain that you want to install WordPress on. In your case, you might have only one domain here, but for me, I do have multiple domains, so I'm going to select the one that we just bought, WPL2022.com. And then over here in the directory, make sure that you don't have anything in here. Go ahead and delete that WP in there, and then you can choose your WordPress version here. So make sure you have it on the latest version. Once you do that, you scroll down here, and the site name, the site description, we can change that from your WordPress dashboard. For now, we're going to skip that. And then your admin username, make sure you change this to something unique to you that is easy for you to remember and also hard for other people to guess. Don't use your name, don't use admin, don't use anything that is is easy for someone to guess. But for this tutorial, just to make it easy for the tutorial, I'm just going to use my name, but don't do that. So I've gone ahead and entered my name as my username, and here you can see that we have a strong password recommended for us. You can use this password if you want, but make sure you copy this and keep it somewhere safe, because this is really hard to remember. Or you can just use something unique that you can remember. So once you create your password, make sure that it's very strong. You can see here that my password is really bad, and I just used something really simple because of this tutorial. But make sure that your own is showing strong here and is also green, that the line is all the way to the end. That way you know that you have a strong password. And then for your admin email, make sure you're using an email that you have access to, because this is the same email that you can use to reset your password if you have to. So for now, I'm going to use info@wplifestyle.com. So once you finish with that, go ahead and scroll down all the way to the bottom here. Ignore everything here, just leave them the way they are. And then over here, if you want to change your language, you can click on this drop down and select any of the languages that they have here. Once you finish, scroll down all the way to the bottom and click install. So once the installation is complete, you will get this message here. From here, all you have to do is to click on the administrative URL if you want to log into your website. So once you click here, that is going to go ahead and log you into your WordPress dashboard. And then if you go back over here and click on this website URL here, this will take you to your website. So your website is basically live right now. So congratulations, this is what your website will look like for now. But don't worry, we're going to redesign this and make it look really nice. So let's go back here. Let's say for example you close this, but now you want to log into your WordPress dashboard and you don't know how to do that. All you need to do is go to your website. Like my website URL is wplifestyle2022.com, and then just type /wp-admin and then click on enter. So once you click enter, you will land on this page right here. All you have to do is to put in your username and your password, or you can just put your email address and your password. So my username is Steven. I'll type that in here and then put my password. So that is going to log you into your WordPress website. So congratulations, you have successfully purchased your domain and hosting and installed WordPress. Okay, so now that you have a WordPress website, the first thing we need to do is to do some basic WordPress settings. So let's go ahead and do some basic settings. So to do that, we'll head over to settings over here, and then we go to the general tab. So this is where you can change your site title. So if I go here and click on view site, I'll open this in a new tab. So from here, you can see that we have my blog here, and this is a sample page. So that my blog is what we have here. And then if we put our mouse over here, you can see that we have my blog, my WordPress blog. So that's basically what we have here. So let's go ahead and change this to maybe, okay guys, so I've gone ahead and changed the site title. So here I changed the title to Divi tutorial 2022, and then I changed the tagline to the best 2022 collections. So if I scroll down here and over here, you can see that we have all the options here. You can also change your administrative email from here as well, and then you can change your date format, your time format, and also your week start zone. So here we have Monday, you can change it to Sunday, Tuesday. So this is completely up to you. So once you finish, click on save changes. So if we go back over here and refresh this page, so now you can see our new title here, and then if you put your mouse over here, you can see Divi tutorial 2022, the best 2022 collections. And then the next thing you can do here is to head over here to permalinks, and then from here you can change your permalink to post name. So you want to make sure that your URL is clean. For example, here if you have it on date and time, so it's going to be your website URL / the date and then the sample post. And then if you have it here on post name, it's going to be just your website URL / homepage or about us page, or whatever page your customer is viewing at the point. So this is also good for search engine optimization. So make sure you have this on post name, and then go ahead and click on save changes. And then over here under the user tab, we can click that, and then we can see all the users that we have here. So this is where you can add a new user or delete a user. So currently you can see I'm the only user here, so I can go ahead and edit this if I want. I can click on edit, and then you can change your name. So this is my username, and then if you want to have a different display name, you can add any name that you want here. So let's say if I add S here, and now if I go here, I'll have the option to select the first letter of my name as the display name. So right now you can see the display name that we have here. If I select this one, now you can see the display name that I have here. So that's pretty much what you can do here. And you can also set a new password from here. You can click on set a new password, and then you can use this password if you want, but make sure you copy it and paste it somewhere, because this is a little bit complicated to remember. Or you can just type in something that you know you can remember. But now I'm not going to change my password, so I will click on cancel. So once you finish here, you can go ahead and click on update profile, and you can also change your WordPress dashboard look and feel from here. Right now you can see that we're on default. You can change this to light and it will apply apply over here, or modern, it will apply over here as well. You can see how that is changing. So go ahead and play around with it. I'll leave mine on default for now, and then go ahead and click on update profile. So now that we have that out of the way, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to grade pages. For example, here you can go ahead and click on pages. Now you can see the pages that we have here. You can see that we have a sample page. So because we don't need this page, we can go ahead and delete it. So there is two ways we can delete. You can just click on trash icon here to trash it, or you can just select this icon here and then go here and select move to trash and click on apply, and that is going to go ahead and move that to trash. So if you click on trash now, you can see that we have that sample page from here, and then from here you can delete this permanently, or you can restore it, or you can also empty the trash from here and everything inside the trash will be gone. So let's go back to pages again. So now let me show you how you can add a new page. Just click on add a new page, and then from here we're going to add a home page. So give your page a name from here and then go ahead and click on publish. So that's pretty much how you can add a page. You can go ahead and click on add a new page and add your about us page, contact page, and all that, but we're not going to be doing that in this video because we're going to be using a pre-made child theme which is going to automatically import all the pages that you need for you. So I just showed you this so you guys know how you can do this, just in case if you want to add more pages later or something like that. And the next thing we're going to do is to install a WordPress theme. To do that, we'll head over to appearance and we'll see this themes option here. So once you click on themes, it's going to open up this page. You can click on add a new theme, and here you can see thousands of themes that you can choose from. You can see here that we have 4,675 themes for you to choose from. So if you don't know what a theme is, a WordPress theme will basically change the look and feel of your website. So that's why it's under appearance here. You can see here. So this will change the appearance of your website. If you go over here now and click on visit site, you can see the look and feel of this website. You can see the appearance, what it looks like, because we are currently using this 2022 theme. So this is the default WordPress theme. But once we install a new theme, you can see that the look and feel of the website will change. For example, let's go ahead and install this Astra theme, but this is not the theme that we're going to be using though. So we're going to go ahead and grab the Divi theme, but I just want to show you an example. Once we install this theme now and go back here and refresh the page, now you can see the new look of our website. You can see that the appearance, the look and feel of the website has changed. So that's basically what a WordPress theme is. And also here we have plugins. So plugins are basically like an app for your phone. You know how on your phone, maybe if you need a weather app, you can go ahead and download that from the Apple Store or Play Store. So that is basically what plugins are for your WordPress. So if we go here and click on plugins, and if you click on add new, you can see we have a contact form, we have SEO, we have Elementor page builder, we have so many plugins, right? So depending on what you need the plugin for, you can find the plugin for pretty much almost anything that you need on your website. Even if it's not a free plugin, you can find a paid version of the plugin as well. So that's what plugins are for your website. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and install the theme that we're going to be using today, which is the Divi theme. Unfortunately, Divi theme is not free. You will have to purchase the theme. So to do that, you can go over to wplifestyle/Divi and then click enter. I will also leave the link in the description box below. You can go ahead and click on it and it will bring you to this page right here. So you can see here that this is the Divi theme. You can see that we have two pricing options here. You can pay yearly and get access to all the Divi products. You can also use this on unlimited website. You can also get access to all their other plugins like Bloom or Monarch. And then here you have hundreds of website packs that you can also get access to, and you get a premium support and also a product update. So this is a yearly access. So this is going to be valid for 1 year. That means you will have to renew this every year. And then if you want a lifetime access, you can go ahead and purchase this one, which I think this one is actually better, because then once you pay this once, you will never have to pay for it again, and then you get all the lifetime updates. You also get the lifetime premium support and also unlimited website usage. So if you compare to this one, you can see that this is a better option, right? But if you don't have the money for this now, you can go ahead and get started with the yearly access. So once you purchase that, you can go ahead and download it. So let me go ahead and log into my account because I already have an account. I will show you that I actually have this product, right? So once you purchase the Divi theme and then log into your account, you will land on this members area, and this is where you can download the Divi theme. So keep in mind that once you're using the Divi theme, you don't need to download the Divi builder plugin anymore because it's already included in the theme. But if you're using another WordPress theme, you can use the Divi theme builder if you want. But in this case, we just need the Divi theme. So go ahead and click on the download button here. So once once you download that, if you want to grab your API key, you can go over here and click on my account, and then you can click on API key and then grab that API key. So let's go back to our website here. So once we are here under appearance themes, and then here we can add a new theme. And this time, because the theme that we need is not available here for free, we need to upload that. So go ahead and click on upload a theme, and then go ahead and grab the file that you just downloaded. I'll drag mine and then just drop it right here. From here, you can go ahead and click on install now. Okay guys, so here you can see that we have this error here, and the reason why we got this error is because the file that we are trying to upload is probably larger than the upload limit that we have on our WordPress website, which is usually like I think 2 megabytes or 2 gig, I don't know, but we can go ahead and check that out and also increase that. So if you go over here, you can also see that the child thing that we're going to be using today, that the server requirement is this, all this information here. You can see the server requirement here. So to increase the upload limit for your WordPress website, let's go back to your hosting account. So in this case, we're using Name Hero, right? So that's what we're using in this video. If you're using another hosting provider, I don't know, you can go ahead and look it up. They probably have it somewhere on their website how you can do that, but I'll show you how you can do this with Name Hero. So you go back to your hosting account. From here, you can click on My Cloud, and then from here, go ahead and log into your cPanel. And from this dashboard, you can go ahead and search for PHP. So once you search for PHP, go ahead and click on select PHP version, and then from here you can see your current PHP version. You don't want to change that. What we need to do is to go over here to options, and then from here we want to change the, maybe we can change the memory limit. We'll change this to maybe 512. Okay, we change that to 512, and then we can also change this one to maybe 512 as well. And then the upload marked file, we can also change this one to 512 as well. Okay, so once you change all of this to 512, let's go back here and refresh the page. Let's go ahead and click on try again, and then click on upload theme again, and then let's go ahead and drag the theme file and drop it here again. Go ahead and click on install, and then go ahead and click on activate. So once we activate the Divi theme and refresh the page, you can see that the look and feel of our website will automatically change. You can see the look and feel of the website right now. The next thing we are going to do now is to go ahead and grab this beautiful child theme that we're going to be using. So this is actually a child theme that we created for you. It's not a template. You can go ahead and purchase it from our shop page. So this is our shop page. This is WP Lifestyle shop page. So if you go here and click enter, I will also leave the link in the description box below. This is going to open our shop page. So here you can see that we are creating beautiful child themes and templates for your next website projects. So right now, this is the theme that I'm going to be using for the tutorial. So click on preview right here to preview the theme, and then once you're done, you can come back here and click on the details to see the theme details. You can see everything about the theme right here, and then this is another preview option again. And then from here, you can go ahead and choose the license that you want to purchase. So we have a single license and we have the extended license. So you can see here that we already have 10 sales and we have 679 views already. So the regular license right here, you can go ahead and add to cart like this. So once you add that to cart, you can see your cart right here. You can go ahead and check out. On the checkout right here, just for watching this video, you can go ahead and use a coupon code WP Lifestyle 25. So go ahead and click on the coupon button right here and type WPL25. So type WPL25 and click apply, and you can see that is going to give you a 25% off. And then you can go ahead and purchase the theme using PayPal or using Stripe. And then over here, if you're feeling generous, maybe you want to buy us a coffee as well, because why not? This is actually for free templates that we also have on this website. Sometimes people ask me, oh, how can I help, how can I support? So that's why I added this here. If you are shopping the free templates and you want to buy us a coffee, all you have to do is to select the price that you want, and it will automatically add it right here. You can see. You can also go ahead and enter a custom amount. Let's say you put $50 for example, and then you can add that to order, and then it will automatically add here like this. So that's what this is for. You can go ahead and select that if you want. So once you finish, you can go ahead and log into your account and download the child theme. Once you log into your account, you can download the child theme. So once you download the child theme, you're going to get a zip folder like this. You can see unzip me first. So what you have to do is to go ahead and unzip this first. I'm going to go ahead and unzip this, and then once I unzip this, you can see that we have two files inside here. So one is readme. So this one right here will show you all the information that you need to know, all the links, all the documentation, everything is right here on this readme notepad. So let me go ahead and close that. And then this WPL demo importer, so this is the plugin that we need. So all you have to do is to go ahead and install the plugin. So let's go back over here, and then this time, instead of adding a theme, because we already have the Divi theme, we can go over here to plugins and add new plugin. Click on upload plugin, and then let's go back here and open this. So this is the plugin that we need. You can just drag it and drop it right here, and then go ahead and click on install now. And then from here, go ahead and click on activate. So you can see this is going to go ahead and install the WPL demo importer. And right now you can see that we now have a new option right here, WPL demo importer. Click on that, and this is going to open our demo importer page. And then from here you can go to the documentation page. You can also request support from here as well. And then this is where you're going to choose what you want to include when importing the demo content. You can see the content that we have if you click on show summary. If you click on show summary, this is going to show you everything that is going to be imported. So we have 6 posts, we have 20 pages, and we have 32 attachments. And then the home page settings, we also have the widgets, we have the menu. So we have all this information right here. So the most important thing is right here. So the Divi theme is required for this package, but is not provided. So what this means is that Divi theme is not included in this demo import, right? So that means you have to have Divi theme installed on your website already before you can import the demo content. If not, it's not going to work. So make sure you pay attention to that. If not, the demo import is not going to work. And then from here, make sure you have this one checked as well. So this is going to import the Divi Beauty child theme, which is this child theme right here. This is going to import and activate it. So make sure you have that selected, and then select the customizer and the CSS file here. So go ahead and click on this big button right here to begin site import. And this is going to go through a series of checks. You can see all the checks right here. If you get any error message, it's going to show here, but so far everything looks good. So let's go ahead and give it some time. So right now you can see that the demo import was completed successfully. And then over here you can see now that you can go ahead and remove the plugin. So remember, this was our site before we imported the demo, right? So let's go ahead and go to view sites here. As you can see, this is now our new site. Everything is working fine, everything is there, all the pages are there. And click on it, you can see all the pages are pretty much there. You can go to the contact. So all you have to do now is to go ahead and start customizing this to your liking. So I'm not going to be showing you how to customize the pages and everything in this video. So all you have to do is to go ahead and edit with Visual Builder, and then you can change the images and text to match your branding. If you don't know how to use the Divi Builder already, I already have a video on my channel called the Divi Basics for Beginners, showing you how to use Divi, everything about Divi. You can go ahead and check that video out. I'll leave it in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out to learn how to edit your Divi website. So now that we have the site ready to go, all we have to do is to go ahead and add the booking plugin. So right now we have the free version of the Amelia plugin right here. So all you have to do is to go here and click on Amelia, and then we can go through all the settings right here. But the only thing is that free version is limited, right? So the example that I showed you guys earlier in the beginning of the video was actually the pro version of Amelia, right? So if we go to setting right here, there's so many things right here we cannot do if we don't have the pro version. For example, if we go to the row setting right here, if we click on the row setting, you can see this is a pro feature, right? So to be able to have access to this row setting, which is very important, you need to have the pro version of the Amelia plugin, right? So what we need to do is to go ahead and get the plugin. To do that, all you have to do is to go to your browser and type wplifestyle/Amelia. So this is going to bring you to their official website. You can see here at the time of making this video, they have a summer sale going on as well, and you can see there's 2 days left. You can see the summer sale going on here. You can go ahead and grab Amelia, or you can click on this buy Amelia button right here. So here on the pricing page, they have 2 options, right? So you can pay annually. You can pay for one website for $83, which is usually $103, or you can pay for 3 websites, 3 domains, which is usually $154. But for right now, because of the 20% off or 38% off, you can pay $116. And then this one is for unlimited domain for yearly payment, and then you'll be able to pay $323. But right now you can get it for $227 as of the day I'm making this video. And then if you prefer to go with the lifetime option, which is what I do all the time, so I don't have to pay every single year, you can click on this button right here to toggle to the lifetime option. Then once you switch to the lifetime option, option, you can see all the pricing that they have for lifetime. This is for 1 domain, one-time payment, and this is for 3 domain, and this is for unlimited domain, one-time payment. So go ahead and choose the plan that works best for you. So once you choose the plan that works for you, go ahead and purchase it. I will go ahead and log into my account and download the plugin because I already have the plugin. So this is my account right here. So if you click on this button right here, once you log into your account, you can click on this download button to download the plugin. You can see the plugin will start downloading right here. So this is the plugin that we need. So once you click on the manage domain and copy your license, let's go back to the WordPress dashboard, and then let's go back to plugins, and then click on add new, then click upload plugin. So from here we can drag this Amelia plugin that we just downloaded and drop it right here and click on install now. So because we already have the free version of Amelia plugin installed, it's going to ask whether we want to replace the free one with the premium one. So go ahead and click replace with the current upload. Now you can see that we have the Amelia Pro version right here. So if we click on Amelia, then the first thing we need to do is to scroll down here and click on settings, and then scroll down and click on activation, and then go ahead and paste in your license code right here and click the activate button. So you can see here plugin has been activated. So I pasted the code and click the activate button. Now if I go back here, you can see that I will have the option to deactivate from here. So let's go ahead and start with the general setting right here. So the general setting right here, this is where you are going to change the default time slot. So right now, let's say 30 minutes is fine, and then the default appointment status, let's say approve is fine, and then we can use the same duration for booking time slot. And then if you want to include the buffer time in the time slot, you can select this option, but for now I will say no. And then the minimum time required to book an appointment, you can select that from here, or you can just disable it at all. Let's say let me say 1 hour at least, and then the minimum time required before cancellation, let's say 24 hours, and then the minimum time required before rescheduling. So if you want to reschedule, maybe within 24 hours or 1 day, and then the period available for booking 365, that's fine. And then the default phone country, so we're in Canada, I'm going to select that. So go ahead and select your country or wherever your business is located, and then set a phone number as mandatory field. So if you want phone number to be mandatory, you select this option, and then manage multiple languages. If you want to add multiple languages to your booking form, this is where you're going to select it. Let's say I want to add, I don't know, let's say I want to add, maybe I want to add 2 languages. I want to add English UK, then maybe I want to add English Canada, and then maybe I want to add English US. You can see that I have 3 languages right here. And then if you want to set email as the mandatory field, this is where you do it as well. And then show booking slot in client time zone. You don't want to do this because then it will be very confusing for them. They don't know if you're open or not. So you want to make sure that this is in your own time zone as the service provider. And then show add to calendar option to customers. So this is the add to calendar option they will see at the end of the booking, so that's fine. If you don't want to show that, you can disable it as well. And then default page on backend. So whenever you click on the Amelia plugin right here, what do you want to see? Do you want to see the dashboard, or do you want to see the calendar, the appointment, or the event? I'll leave mine on dashboard for now. And then if you want to add Google Map API, this is where you're going to paste it. And then if you want to redirect customer to a specific URL, maybe a custom page that you build, like a thank you page or something, this is where you're going to paste that. So once you finish here, if you want to enable reCAPTCHA, this is where you're going to do that as well. I will not be covering this in this video, but I do have another video on my channel showing you how to get your Google reCAPTCHA side key and also the secret key as well. So you can watch that video if you want to enable this, and then you can come in here. All you have to do is to paste the side key here and paste the secret key and click on the save changes button right here. So let me go ahead and click on save. So that's pretty much it for general settings. So let's do company settings. So right now we can put the company image. So let's say we want to put this one as the company image like that. And then we call this company WPL sample, and then you can put the company address and the company website. So for the sake of this tutorial, I will copy this website and use this as the company website. And then the company email address. Okay, so this is going to be info@wplifestyle.com. And then here we have a phone number. We put a dummy phone number here, so that's a dummy phone number right there. So go ahead and click on save changes, and then we have the notification. So for the notification, this is where we are going to set how we want to receive the mail. I do have another video on the channel showing you how to do this as well. So if you don't know how to set this up, you can go ahead and watch that video. For now, I'm just going to use the PHP mail right here, and then the sender name is going to be WPL. So it's going to be your company name, so it's going to be WPL sample. The sender email is going to be be info@wplifestyle.com, and then here if you want to notify the customer by default, you can select this button right here to enable or disable. And then if you want to add a successful cancellation URL redirection, you can add that right here. The same thing goes here for unsuccessful cancellation. And then over here, send all notifications to additional email. If you have other styles that you want to send all the notifications to, this is where you are going to add their email. For now, we don't have anyone, so there's no need to add anyone else. Let's say we want to send this to hello. So let's say we also want to send this to hello@gmail.com. This is where we're going to add it. And then you can add as many as you want in here like that. Then for the SMS, we want to send the SMS test to 604-000-0000. Obviously that didn't work because it's not a real number, right? So once you add a real number, it's going to work. And then once you finish here, you can go ahead and click on save changes. Then the next thing we need to do is the working hours and days off. So let's go ahead and click on that. Let's say 8:30. Let's say 8:30 to maybe 5:30 or 6. Let's say 6, right? So once we save that, and maybe this is the same for Monday to Friday or something like that, so we can go ahead and apply this to all days. So now we have the same hours for all days. Then we can go here and edit Saturday, right? So maybe on Saturday we open at 10 instead, and then we close at 4. We go ahead and select that. Okay, so 16, that's 4. Click on save changes. And then maybe on Sunday we're closed, we're not open on Sunday. We can go ahead and remove this from the schedule like this. Now we don't have any availability for Sunday at all, so go ahead and click on save changes. Let's go back here. If you want to add days off, so let's say there's a specific day in the year that you guys are taking off, maybe, so let's say on Christmas time you guys are taking from 24th to maybe 31st off like that, and then you can go ahead and save that. And then if you want this to repeat every year, you can go ahead and select this option. If not, leave that unchecked and then click on save changes. And then the next option right here is payment. So this is where you are going to choose the payment method that you are going to be using, and you can choose your currency here. Maybe if you want to accept US dollar or Canadian dollar, in this case we're going to select Canadian dollar, so select the currency that applies to you. And then we have the price separator right here. You can select the one that works best for you, and then hide currency symbol. If you want to do that, you can select this, and this will hide the currency symbol like this. And if you want to enable on-site payment, this is where you do it. If not, you can disable that from here, but for now I'll leave that on. And then I'm also going to enable PayPal and Stripe. So if you want to enable Molly and WooCommerce, this is where you will do that, and they also have Razorpay as well. So let me just go ahead and enable PayPal. When you're setting your payments off, make sure it says live ID, right? Live client ID and live secret. But for this tutorial, I'm going to enable the text mode. So to get these IDs, I'm going to head over to my PayPal account and grab them. I already have a video showing you how to do this in the description box below. I'm not going to be covering that in this video, but I'm just going to quickly grab them and then put them right here. So I'm going ahead and grab the PayPal API credentials and paste it in here and click on the save button. So once you click on the save button, it's going to close the window. You can go back here and open the window again, and then we can go and do the same thing for Stripe. So we open Stripe and then we can go ahead and enable this. So make sure you have SSL certificate installed on your website. If not, Stripe is not going to work. The reason why I'm getting this error is because right here I don't have SSL installed on this demo site. You can see that it's saying that my site is not secure, right? So once you have this error message on your website, Stripe is not going to work properly, right? So for now I'm just going to leave that like that. Let me go back here and enable Stripe, and then for here I'm also going to select the text mode because this is just a text site. Let me go to my Stripe account and grab my publishable key. Okay, so I've gone ahead and grabbed the Stripe API credentials, and then I pasted that and click on the save button. You can see here that my settings has been saved. If I go back here to payments, you can now see that I have two check mark right here for PayPal and also for Stripe. So let's go ahead and close this. And now the next thing we need to do is the integration button right here. So this is where you are going to integrate the Google Calendar if you need that. I'm not going to be covering this in this video, but it's pretty easy to do. If you want me to make a video about it, I can make a separate video about this one, but I'm not going to be covering that in this video. So the same thing goes with Outlook and Zoom as well. I already have a video for Zoom on my channel. All you have to do is to watch that video, and then you can grab your secret key and also your client secret key. Paste that in here, paste this one in here, and then come over here and click on the save button. And then over here for the meeting title, you can see here it says reservation name. You can use any of these short tags right here for your meeting title and also for your meeting agenda, right? So you can copy this. Let's say for appointment, you can click appointment duration, and then maybe you want to paste that in here like this. So this is how you can use the short tags to customize your customer's experience. So go ahead and do that. Once you finish, you can go ahead and click on the save button, and then if you use webhook, this is where you can add a new webhook URL, add your name, the URL, the type, and also the action that you want this to take. Once you finish, you can go ahead and click on save changes. And then the next thing here is appointments. If you want to allow booking after a maximum capacity, this is where you can enable or disable that. And then we have the labels. This is where you are going to customize the label. You can see here we have the employee, employees, services. Click on save, and the last setting that we have here is the role setting. So the role setting, this is where you are going to decide the type of access that you want to give your employees, your customer, and the admin. So in this case, we have the employees. We want them to be able to configure their own services. We enable that. We want them to be able to configure their own schedule. We enable that. We want them to be able to configure their days off. We enable that. And the special days, we enable that. And we also want them to be able to manage their own appointments. We enable that. And then here, if you want to activate the employee panel, this is where you are going to enable that, and this is exactly where your employee is going to go and log in. I showed you guys this at the beginning of the video, and now all we need to do is to go ahead and create a page, and then we can copy the link to that page and paste it right here. And then on the page, I have to make sure that I have this short code on the page, Amelia employee panel. So let's go ahead and create a page. Before we do that, let's disable this and save this. And now let's go to all pages, and you can see all the pages that we have here. So instead of creating a page from scratch, we can go ahead and grab any of the pages that we have here already. So here, this is why I installed the duplicate page plugin. With this plugin, I can go ahead and duplicate this page instead of creating one from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the 404 page. So now you can see that we have the draft version right here. So this is the duplicate that we just made. Let me go ahead and go over here and click on the edit button, and then I'm going to change the name to employee panel. So right now we have the employee panel right here. If I click on save changes, and then I'll click on edit with Divi, and this is going to open the page that we already have. So all I have to do is to go ahead and delete the content that we already have inside this page. I'll delete all of this, and then I'll add a new one. I'll just add a 1-column row. So right here, they already have all the Amelia modules for us for the Divi theme. So all you have to do here is to type employee. So this is the one that we need, employee panel. Go ahead and click on that, and then click on save changes pretty much. And then if we go ahead and exit the visual builder, and this is what we have. This is the employee login. You can go ahead and customize this more to your liking. So if you look over here, you can see that this is pretty much a short code. There is not that much customization over here that you can do. You can't really change the color or anything like that. Maybe there's a way to change it, but I don't know. If you do, let me know in the comment section below. But if you go back here to the page, you can see that we have this blue color here that we don't want. I don't know how to change this. I wish there was a little bit of customization here to maybe change the button color or something like that, or this link color right here. So I don't know how to change that, but now you have the page that we are looking for. So that's what we need. We can copy this, and then we can go back to Amelia booking plugin. We go to settings, and then we can go back to row settings right here, and then enable the employee panel and paste the URL right here. So that's pretty much it. All we have to do now is to go back in here and do the same thing for the customer panel. So for this option, you can go ahead and enable this if you want. So this will allow you to check the customer's name for existing email when booking a new appointment, because you don't want the same customer to have multiple accounts, right? So we enable this, and then for this one, we can automatically create an Amelia customer for new users. And then if you want to allow your customers to be able to reschedule their own appointments, this is where you will select that as well. And then the customer panel, this is where we're going to enable that. And then if you want to force your customers to use a password to log in, you can enable this, and then allow customers to delete their profile. If you want that, you can enable this as well, but for now I'm going to disable that. And then the customer panel URL, this is where we're going to paste it. I will paste this one right here, and then I will come here and change this from employees to customer. So just like that, we have the customer panel. I will go ahead and click on save changes. I will click here again to go back in here to go to admin, and then if you want to allow admin to book an appointment at any time, you can enable this and click on save changes. So now what we have to do is to go back here to all pages, and then we'll have to create a page for the customer. So now we have the employee panel. We can go ahead and duplicate this. So this is the one that we just duplicated. We can click on the edit button, and then we'll go over here and change this to customer. So customer panel, publish, and then go ahead and edit with Divi builder as well. And then from here, all we have to do is to delete this short code, and then we can add the customer panel. We can type the customer panel in here, or we can just select customer panel because I can see it right here. I'll just select that, and then I will go over here and click on save changes. You can go ahead and click on exit visual builder. So now you can see that we have customer panels. So you can see right here there's not that much difference between the employee login and also the customer login. So that's why the example that I gave you guys earlier, I added this animation right here and all this text right here just to differentiate between the customer login and the employee login. So that's pretty much what you can do. You can go ahead and customize that if you want, but for now I'm going to leave it like this. So before we go back to the settings, there's one more page we need to create. We'll go back to all pages, and then we can copy one of the pages we have already, which is the customer panel. I will duplicate this one, and then I'll call this one book appointment. So we're going to create an appointment page just like this one that we have over here, right? Something like this where you can come and book the appointment, right? So we're going to create that. So for now, I will go ahead and click on publish, and then I'll click on edit with visual builder, and then let's go ahead and delete this short code, and then we're going to add a new one, and then we're going to add the Amelia booking step. So once you add that, you can go ahead and click on save changes, and then we can exit the visual builder, and then we can see what it looks like, right? So right now we can't view this because we don't have any employees or services, right? So nothing is going to show here. So let's go back to Amelia. So we're back here on the dashboard. We are done with pretty much all the settings that we have over here. The next thing we need to do is to go and add employees. So right here you can see that we don't have any employees at all. We can go ahead and click on add new, and then I'm going to add myself. I'll add Steven, and then we can create a new user like this, and then password, we can add a password. So I just added my password, and then this is my time zone. I'll leave that like that, and then phone number, I'm just going to add a dummy phone number here again. And then if you want to send employee panel access email, this is where you are going to do it. You select this option right here, select this, and then save. And then once you save, this will automatically send that email to that particular employee. So let's go back here and refresh the page. So now you can see that we got an email right here. So this is the email. This is what the email is going to look like. And then you can click on the link right here. The employee can click on this link to actually go to that employee link, which is the one that we have over here, right? So that's how you can automatically invite your employees to access the employee panel from their email address. So now that we have that out of the way, let's head back over here. So we have an employee. We created one employee already. You can follow the same process and add all your employees right there. So now that we have that, the next thing we're going to do is to add locations. So if you have multiple locations, this is where you're going to add them. So in this case, let's say we only have one location. I'll put the image of the location. Maybe I'll use this one, and then here I will give the location a name. Maybe this is the main WPL location. So this is the main WPL location, and then the address. So this is the address, and then you can select a pin from here. If you enter the right address, this is a dummy address, right? So if you enter a real address, it's going to actually pop up on the map, and then you can pin that so that someone can just click on it to get direction or something like that. And then here we enter a phone number again, and here you can give a description of this location. For now we don't have any description. I'm going to click on save changes. So let's go ahead and add one more location by just duplicating this location that we have. So if you click on edit, now you can see this button right here. We can click on this to duplicate, and then the second location, we'll call this WPL location number 2. Just like that, we have 2 locations. Let's do the same thing for the employees, so that way we can have 2 employees right here. Duplicate this. We call this one John Doe, the famous John Doe. Okay, click on save. Okay, so now we have 2 employees and we also have 2 locations. So what we need to do next is to go ahead and add a service. So first we need to add a service category, right? So we click on add new. We call this one category number 1, and then you click on this check mark right here to save it. Then we can add a new one. We'll call this category number 2. Click here to save it, and let's add one more. We call this category number 3, just like that. And now we need to add a service. Let's add service number 1. We call this one gym easy stuff. Category number 1, duration, this is maybe 1 hour, and the buffer time maybe 30 minutes. minutes, or maybe there is no buffer time at the beginning. Maybe the only buffer time we have is after, before the next section, 30 minutes. We'll select this after. So the minimum capacity for a booking is 1, and then the maximum is 2 or maybe 3 or 4, depending on the kind of services that you're providing. This is just an example, right? And then if you want to show bringing anyone with you option, you can enable that from here. If not, you can disable that. And then when you bring somebody, the price will multiply by the number of people. If you want that, you can enable this. If not, you can disable this. And then those how many people they're going to bring, 1 2 3 4, you're just going to charge them whatever you charge for that single service. Unless if you want to charge them individually, then you will enable this box right here. And then if there's a service that is currently not available, this is where you can come and disable that, so that this service is not going to show up on the front end. It will only be available on the back end of the website. For now, we're going to leave this disabled, and then let's go ahead and select employee. I offer these services, and also John Doe offers these services as well. So I will select both and click on save changes. We have one service right here. If I click on that to edit that, actually I forgot to add price and also maybe a service description. Maybe here you can add a service description. Let me go here and copy a random word. Let's go here and paste this as the description, and then over here we have the pricing option. This is where you're going to set a price for this service, right? You can see here that we don't have any price option right here. So you set a price. Maybe this is a $100 service, I don't know, $100. And then if you want them to pay a deposit to be able to book this service, this is where you will enable that. And then you can change the fixed amount. Maybe you just want them to pay $50 every time, then you probably go with fixed amount. And then if you want them to pay a percentage every time, then you want to change this to percentage. And then over here we add 50%. And then if you want to allow the customer to pay the total amount, this is where you can also enable that as well. And then click on save changes. And then before we click on save changes here, if you go back here to gallery, we can add multiple images here as well. You can add as many images as you want, but for now I'll leave it on 4. And then if you want to add an extra service, maybe someone takes the gym service, maybe someone finished their gym services, maybe they want swimming or something like that. So let's add swimming. So that swimming is going to be just for 30 minutes, and then it's going to be $25. Then the quantity you can add up to 4, just in case if they're bringing 4 people. And then here price will multiply based on the number of people. We select that, and then you can put the description of the swimming right here. Let's go ahead and grab the description right here again. Okay, so we have the description. Go ahead and save that. And then the extra setting right here, this is where we're going to select the payment method. So the general settings, this is where you're going to set the default appointment status, the minimum requirement before booking. So you can see here that is using the default one that we created in the general settings. But if you want to customize one for this particular service, this is where you're going to do that. And then if you want to redirect your customer to another page after booking for this particular service, this is where you're going to put that as well. Now let's go ahead and select a payment method for this particular service. You can see that the payment method is already automatically selected. We have 3 payment methods here. And then integration, this is where you can add your Zoom integration for this particular service. But what will happen is once you set up your Zoom integration and everything, it will automatically be turned on for every service unless you disable it yourself. Before you can enable this, you need to set up your Zoom API under the integration section of the settings. Once you set that up, you will be able to use Zoom and automatically book a Zoom meeting once someone book an appointment. So for now, let's go ahead and click on save changes. So now that we have one service, we can go ahead and duplicate that service, and then we can change this one to, I don't know, massage. And then you can also select a service image if you want. Right here you can see you can select a service image, and you can select a color for that particular image. Right now I'm selecting this color. And then for pricing, you can leave it the same or you can change it. Maybe for this one we are taking only 25% deposit. You can change that right here. And then the gallery, you can also change the gallery. And then the extra, maybe for massage you can add an extra service. We can call this one maybe hot stone or something, I don't know. And then here the duration is 1 hour, and then this one is going to cost $85. And then the maximum capacity we do 4, and we enable this, and then click on save changes. Then click on save changes here as well. So now that we have all the services, right, so let me go ahead and duplicate one of the services as well. Let me duplicate this one So I'll call this one physiotherapy. Let's say everything is the same. I'm not changing anything. Everything is the same. I will go ahead and save this one. I'll select the employees right here. I'll select me. I will go ahead and save this one. So now we have 3 right here. So over here we have packages, right? If we go to packages, we don't have any package right here. If you offer a package, let's say 2 services that go with each other so that you can give the customer discount for taking those 2 services at the same time, this is where you can create those packages. So in this case, let's go ahead and create one. So let's call this one therapy. So therapy, the duration would be maybe 1 day, I don't know. And then you can put the description here. And then over here under the services, so which services are you including in this package? We have these 3 services here. We can go ahead and select this first service just like that. We select the first one, and then the price, this is the price for that. Let me save this. Let me go back to services. So I think this service right here is assigned to, let me assign that to a different category so we can see it. Let's go and do the same for this one. Category, we assign this to category number 3. Okay, so let's go back to packages. I did this. Now let's go to services. We want to add one more service. We can select the physiotherapy. We can also select the massage, maybe just the physio and gym. So we select just that too. So the price is going to be the price of the gym and the price of the physiotherapy, which is $100 each. So that is total of $200. And if you want them to make a deposit of a specific amount, we can change that here. But for this time, we're going to do percentage. We do 50%. And now we can select this option to allow them to pay the total amount if they want. And here we have the gallery. You can add your images here again. Let's just add one image, just one, and then go to settings, and we have the payment option right here. So we have all the 3 payments enabled. We are going to go ahead and click on save button right there. So now we have 1 packages right here. So you can follow the same process and create as many packages as you want. So the next option here is customers, right? So from here you can actually create a new customer if you want. Let's say one of your customer called you on the phone and they want you to book an appointment for them. You can come in here, put their name. So let's say Steven, let's say I'm a customer, and then my email, hello@gmail.com. And then we can create a new user. We can put the phone number here, and then the gender, you can select that, and then the birthday, you can select my birthday from here. Obviously I wasn't born in 2022, but I will select that, and then you can put a description for that customer right here if you want, and then go ahead and click on save changes. So that's pretty much how you can create a customer. So the same way you can create a customer, you can also book an appointment for your customer over the phone. If you go back here to dashboard, from here you can see this button right here. If you click on it, you can add a new appointment or create a new customer. So new appointment, you can fill in all this information for your customer. Maybe they want this service, they want this service, they want Steven, and the date and time when they want it, and this is the customer's name, select Steven. And then the extra service, we have all this here. If they want it, you can put it for them as well. So that's pretty much how you can create an appointment for your customer over the phone. And then here we have the finance. So if you go here, you can see that we have 0 payments right here. So when a customer pays or book an appointment and pay for the appointment, so when a customer books an appointment and pay for the appointment, this is where you're going to see all that payment information. For now, let's go to the notification, right? So if you go here under the notification, you can see that we have email notification right here. So this one is going to be to the customer, right? So every time appointment is approved, the customer is going to get a notification, and over here you can customize the notification. So basically, dear customer full name, you're going to be using all the short tag right here to customize the email to look really nice and personalize it for your customer. For example, let's say here we say dear customer full name. Maybe we just want to say the first name. You can say dear customer first name. We copy that, and then we can replace that with this, just like this. Now it's going to say dear customer first name instead of the full name, right? So this is exactly what you can do with the short tags. You can use your company information, your appointment information, employee, location, extra, categories. So you can use all this in your email customization template, right? And then over here on the left, this is where you can choose what email you want to send to your customer. You want to send the specific emails to them, and you don't want to send some emails. So anyone that you don't want to send, you can come in here and disable this by just unchecking these boxes right here. here. Once you uncheck the box, your customer is not going to receive any email about appointment rejection, appointment pending, or appointment cancelled. So this is up to you. So come in here and decide what you want to do, and then whichever one that you want to send, you can also click on it to customize the template over here. So the same thing goes with the employee. You can come in here and do the same thing with employees as well. And then after that, this is just for appointment notification, right? And then if you scroll down, we have event notification, and we also have other emails, right? So this is about the employee panel access. You can also customize what that will look like. The same thing applies to employee recovery email, right? So this is where you can customize what it will look like, right? And then you can put the subject line over here. So the same thing goes with the SMS notification. All you have to do is to come in here and sign up. I'm not going to be covering that in this video, but if you want a step-by-step tutorial on how to set up SMS, you can come in here and go to help, click on documentation, and then over here you can type SMS, and now you can see exactly how you can set SMS step by step. You can follow this step. This is the same form. You can see over here, this is the same form, right? So they documented everything for you. You can follow the step, and then you can go ahead and set up your SMS notification. The same thing applies to WhatsApp notification. You need to get your phone number ID, get your permanent access token, and get your WhatsApp business ID account. To do that, you can also come here and follow the same tutorial. If you go back here to search SMS again, now you can see WhatsApp notification. Go ahead and follow the same tutorial. You can see they guide you through every single step. Once you do that, you will be able to set up your WhatsApp notification. So now that we have everything covered, now let's head over to customization. This is where we are going to customize the look and feel of the form. So now they have two forms, right? So this is their old form, which is pretty boring, and this is the new version of the form. I kind of like the new version of the form, so I'm going to select this one because it's pretty new. So once you select that, this is what the form is going to look like. So let's say in this case, this is our website. We want it to match our branding color, right? So I'll come in here and grab this color. I'll grab the RGB code like this, and then I'll go back over here. Now let me go to the global settings. I will select the font. This is where you're going to change the font. So in this case, I'll just leave this on Roboto for now. Then let me go back to colors, and then the primary colors, I'll select that. So I'm going to change this blue color right here. I'll change it to this one that I just copied. Click OK. And then the sidebar is this one right here. I will change this to the one that I just copied as well. Now you can see what the sidebar looks like. And the content, I'll leave them as they are. If you want to change the color, this is where you will do that. Input field, so we have the input field, which is this one's right here. I will leave them like this for now. And we have the drop downs, which is good as well. I'll leave them like that. We have the calendar. I will change this one, this color. And then we have the button color right here. I will also change that as well. Okay, that's looking good so far. Now let's head over to steps. This is all the steps that we are taking. We have the order. This is where you can swap how you want to see it. So right now we have the service, employee, and location. Maybe we want the location to be on the top. We can swap that and put it up here. Now you can see that we have location on the top. But for now, I'll move this back down here as well like this. Now let's go back to options. So we have the option to make this field mandatory. We can make all this field mandatory if we want, just like this. We make them mandatory. And then the button type, right now we have it filled. You can have it plain like this, or you can just have a text just like this. I'll leave it on plain for now, just like this. And then I'll click on this back button right here to go back. And then if you go to bring in anyone with you like this, we can customize that as well. So this is the options that we have. We can do the plain button or the text. And then we have the secondary color, which is this one right here, to look like this. So let's do one like this, one like this, the other one like this. And then the continue button, we do the continue button like this. If we say yes here, then you can see the continue button. So you get the idea. Let me go back here. Let me go back one more, and then we can go to packages, right? So this is the packages, what it's going to look like. And then you have the option right here. We can do plain just like this. It will look like this. We can just do text. We can do fielding like this. We can also do the button. So this is pretty good, right? So once you're happy with your customization, you can go back, and then go ahead and publish the form. So now you can see that we have a custom form that match our website branding. And also from here, you can switch between service and package. So this is is the package design. We already customized that, but you can switch from here as well, just so you know. So after customization, you can see that the next thing that we have here is the custom fields. So the custom fields I showed you guys earlier. Let's say if we want to add a custom field on the booking page, so maybe from here we can just add an example custom form. Let me go ahead and add maybe checkbox like this. So we put the label, so how are you doing today, and then which services is this going to apply to. If you want, you can select all the services like this, or you can select specific services, right? And then if you want to make this mandatory, you have to select the required button right here. So let's add the options. I'll add option number 1. Okay, so we added 2 options right here, and this will automatically be saved once you're adding them, right? So you don't need to click any save button, right? So if I make a change here, you can see it will automatically save right here. And then here you can see that we have the 2 options, right? So funny, right? So now that we have the option right here, we can go back to our pages. So we'll go back to pages over here. So now we want to copy the URL for the appointment, and this is the URL for the appointment. We can copy this actually, then we can go back over here. We'll go back to WordPress, we go to Divi, then we go to the Divi theme builder. By the way, this is all the custom templates that I have for you. This is the blog module, and this is the 404 page, all categories, and then this one right here is the single blog post page. So let's go ahead and edit the global header here. So all we need to do is to click on this button right here, and then we can go in here in the button link, and then we can paste the URL for the booking page that we just created. So once you paste the link here, you can click on the check mark here to close that. Click on save changes, and then you can click on this X right here to exit, and then over here also click on save changes right here. So now if we go here and refresh the page, now if we click on the book appointment button, that is going to open our booking page. So now we have a really nice booking page, and if you go to the home page, we also have these buttons right here that say book now. So all you have to do is to click on edit with Visual Builder, and then go in there and add your appointment booking link. So go here and then go to links, then go to appointment, and then we're going to paste the appointment link right there, and then pretty much go ahead and click on save changes. And then one more thing, if we scroll down here, so this is a call to action banner, right? So for your client to book an appointment, or maybe go see what we can do, go to our gallery to see what we can do. So over here I will select this button right here and go to link, and then I will also paste the appointment link right here. So this is going to change the link across the whole website. Everywhere we have this global banner on the website, so this is pretty good. So you don't have to go to every single page to change the banner, right? So that's good. So let's go ahead and exit the Visual Builder. So now if you click on this book now button, this is going to take you to the booking page, and then if we go to the search right here, and maybe we can search for something, we can search for maybe tips. So this is our search result page. You can see this is a pretty nice clean page. You can search for something from this page as well. You can search for anything that you want from this page. You can also go to the blog page as well, and then if you open any of the blog, you can see our single post archive right here. So this is pretty good, and we have the sidebars over here. You can also search for something from here as well. So now that we're done with pretty much everything, let's go ahead and test the booking plugin that we just set up to make sure that everything is working fine. So let's come here and select the service, and then we can select employee. I will select myself, and then we can select a location. I will select this one, and then let's go ahead and click on next. So now we have the package special combo again. This is the option, but I don't want that. I will skip that for now. So now from here, are you bringing someone with you? If you want, you can say yes or no, and then from here, if you want the swimming services, maybe it's a swimming lesson or something, you can select that, and then you can select the available date, and here is all the time slot that we have. You select the time slot, and then go to the next page. This is where you can fill in your personal information, and then here, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, thank you. Go ahead and continue, and then from here we have the option for the payment, and then your customer can put in their card information, and we also have PayPal, and you can see that it's working completely fine. But for now, we are going to select the on-site payment and click on continue, and that's pretty much it. Your customer can go ahead and add this to their calendar if they want, and then you can go ahead and click on finish, and this will take them back to the beginning of the booking process again. So guys, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up so that more people can see the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the post notification icon so you can get notified every time I upload a video like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.